I don't need a man. A man needs me.
A man should be an option, not a definition.
Man is absolutely not a necessity.
You don't have time to be worried about chasing a man.
I'm not looking for a man.
I never want a man to look at me and think that I'm wife material. I never want to impress a man so much that he thinks I'm wife material.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
I want to be kingdom material. What I am is kingdom minded. I'm not marriage minded. And I think many Christian women are marriage minded. Some of you come to this Christianity thing to use God. But I'm not marriage minded. I'm kingdom minded. I know the benefits of singlehood and I'm not fighting it. Do you understand me? So I never want a man to look at me and think, oh, that's wife material, that's wifey for sure. No, I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm a daughter of Christ. I'm a daughter first. I'm a daughter of Christ first before I'm anybody's anything, before I'm anybody's daughter, wife, whatever it is. I'm always going to exalt my position and office as a child of God first before anything. So I never want a man to look at me and think wife. I want a man to look at me and think Christ. Okay? So with that being said, I think this is a very healthy mindset to adopt, because now between Christian women, it has become the virtuous wife Olympics. Somebody has to be virtuous, somebody has to be Ruth, somebody has to be Naomi, somebody has to be looking for their Boaz, somebody has to be looking for their king. You are not Esther. Your name is not Esther. Rest. Esther's story is different from yours, and Esther is dead. So rest in the name of Jesus.
Wait for it.
Hold up. You don't want a man to think you're wife material. Girl, you say you're kingdom-minded. That's great. But last I checked, even the kingdom had marriages in it.
I know the benefits of singlehood and I'm not fighting it. Do you understand me? So I never want a man to look at me and think, oh, that's wife material, that's wifey for sure. No, I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm a daughter of Christ. I'm a daughter first. I'm a daughter of Christ first before I'm anybody's anything, before I'm anybody's daughter, wife, whatever it is. I'm always going to exalt my position and office as a child of God first before anything. So I never want a man to look at me and think wife. I want a man to look at me and think Christ. Okay?
Ain't nothing wrong with being God's daughter, but don't forget, he did invent marriage too. It's okay to be both kingdom and wife material. Balance, my sister.
You know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues, baby. You insecure with yourself because you sitting here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally.
Oh my God! Wow!
Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold a man. That may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids. I'm sorry. Call me back.
Thank you very much for giving me these delicious walnuts. I like them very much. You are a nice person. I will be sure to come back tomorrow to get some more walnuts. You are my favorite person in the neighborhood.
Finally, a woman who gets it. She just dropped more truth in 1 minute than some people do in a lifetime. Men want peace, not a project. You can't demand unconditional love while setting conditions yourself. Respect to her for keeping it real.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Stay single and stay child-free.
Wait a minute.
That's how you're going to escape this patriarchy system. A lot of women in my generation are literally coming to the realization that we do not want to be slaves. We do not want to risk our freedom, our rights, by becoming mothers and by becoming a wife. There's so much trauma, so much drama, so much unprotection by becoming a mom and by becoming a wife in this patriarchy system. I encourage all of the women that feel the same way just as me to keep raising your voices, keep speaking out. This is going to be the new normal. By 2030, 45% of women will stay child-free and remain child-free. Stop allowing the society, including men, to gaslight you, manipulate you that there is something wrong with you because you don't want to conform into becoming a wife or a mother. This is your womb. You are in control of your womb. No one else is.
I didn't say I wanted to be dead.
Yes, you did. I heard you quite clearly, yes.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Did too.
I did not.
Live your life. Be more like Tracy Ellis, Maya. We all, majority of us, desire that lifestyle. If you have no children, and if you are not married, stay that way, if that's what you desire. It is a time to speak out and speak up. So many generations of women, from the women that decide to have kids, don't brainwash them in thinking that the best way to live your life is to become a wife and a mother in a patriarchy system where they're unprotected. See, we've seen countless of generations and countless of generational trauma of our mothers become wives and become mothers, and they did not benefit from it at all, not one bit. The only person that benefited from all this was the man. That's all I'm going to say for this video. I'm going to keep my voice out, but I'm going to keep talking about stop having kids. Stay single. And when I say stay single, don't get married. If you find a love counterpart, a divine counterpart, make sure that he understands the look. Make sure that he does not uphold the patriarchy. Make sure that he understands that, you know, the woman I'm with, she does not want to uphold the patriarchy. You could still be in a relationship and understand that you don't want to have kids. There's plenty of ways to make sure that you don't have kids. However, if you do find love, you know, just you can find love and still not have kids. I don't understand why people think that it's impossible to find love and both partners don't want kids. It's very possible. I've had family members in my family that are in love and don't have kids, that are married and don't have kids. It's very possible. You do not have to abuse and misuse your womb for something that you really don't want. You know deep down in your soul that you do not want to have kids. You do not want to abuse your womb like that. We are not protected in the patriarchy system, and I have to keep telling you this. We're mistreated in the hospitals. We barely have any rights. They take our rights. They take our kids' rights. We're misused and abused in the school systems. We get mistreated badly in the hospitals. They put our children in foster care. One little thing. We are the bottom of the barrel. We have our men that uphold the patriarchy system, act like Karens and condemn us for every behavior that they don't agree with because they upholding the patriarchy system and they're getting oppressed by white tea men. Then they oppress us with the same white tea systematics and in doings that they're getting oppressed by, and they condemn us and call us single baby mamas. They call us ratchet, ghetto, all this stuff. But then they go to a different community and literally make that community of women the same way. So is it us or is it the men? That's another. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. That's my conclusion. Stop engaging, stop dating, stop having sex, stop having babies, and live a free life. Just you and yourself. Use your womb for sacred sexual energy. You could use your womb to make you look younger. You could use your womb to manifest your dreams. You don't have to use your womb to give it up to a man. You don't have to use your womb. You don't need sex, woman.
Alright, so what I just watched was basically a masterclass in how to stay single forever, blame men for everything, and call it liberation. Let's break this down. First, apparently men are the only ones benefiting from marriage or family. Really? Have you ever met a guy changing a diaper at 3 a.m., working overtime, or just trying to survive a Monday morning with no coffee? Yeah, that sounds like oppression, right? And all this talk about freedom, manifesting dreams, and keeping your womb sacred. Okay, cool. But independence doesn't mean you have to throw reality out the window. Love, partnership, family, it's not slavery. Some of us actually enjoy it. And guess what? It doesn't ruin our lives. It makes them better. So go ahead. Stay single. Stay child-free. Live your best life. Just don't pretend men are the root of all evil while you're at it.